All right, this is the dilutive securities homework solution. Now, obviously, the case, I'm not going to be doing everybody's case here. I'm going to do one sample case. And what we provide is an Excel template where you put your assumptions and you can check your particular case. So let's see. Um, the strike price is, I'll just go with the low end, go with 30. And the fair value, let's see, 100,000 times 30 times 3% is 90,000. Okay. Okay, so we have an underlying 100,000 shares and a 3-year vesting date. And we're going to assume 20,000 shares are forfeited in the last year of the vesting period. 60,000 of the options are expired on or exercised, on the vesting date. The remainder expire worthless. Record all journal entries. Okay. So, I'm going to do some calculations here and then I'll start to do the journal entries. Let me get my times right here. So we have FY 13. Actually, before I even do that, I'm going to. Woo! Whoa. Let's go to full screen view here. Much better. Before I even do that, I'm going to calculate 90,000 over 100,000. Um, whoa, where am I? That's 90 cents per option or per share, but we'll say per option. Okay, so we have 100,000. Not really a great number to divide by 3, but FY13, you're going to have 100,000 divided by 3 times 0.90. Oh, it does work out great actually. 90,000 divided by 3 equals 30,000 the first year. Okay, and I'm just trying to stick with this per option convention. So, the second year is again, well, FY14 is again 30,000. Okay, so in the last year we have another 100,000 divided by 3, which is approximately equal to 33,333. Actually, let me just get rid of all this. Okay, so what am I doing here? Each year they amortize 100,000 divided by 3 shares. So in the last year, what happens is it's 100,000 divided by 3, but it's minus 20,000. All of this times 0.9. Oh boy. Sorry it's late and I am just not paying attention here. Bakara, bakara. We're in the last year, which is FY15, right? So each year is 100,000 divided by 3 shares times 0.9 equals 30,000 if they all vested. If everybody completed their service period. In the last year, we were going to do this, but 20,000 forfeited. Okay. So 100,000 divided by 3 is 33,333 repeating. 20,000 minus that is 13,333.3 repeating. And 0.9 times is going to be 12,000. Now, how are we going to know that this is right? So this is compensation expense here. The options are 90 cents each, and after the forfeiture, there's 80,000 of them. So times 0.9, that should be 72,000. And what's the total down here? 72,000. So that all works out. That's just a double check. Okay, so I'm going to cheat a little bit on my journal entry. I'm just going to do the first, repeat the first one. So this is FY13, FY14. They're the same. So we'll have compensation expense, paid in capital, stock options, $30. So that happens twice. And then FY14, still the same accounts. I am cramping. My hand is cramping up. I've been writing a lot today. Okay, compensation expense. Paid in capital. Stock options. And what did we just calculate? 12,000. Okay. Oh, that's FY15. Yikes. That little button on this pen gets right away. Okay. FY15. Then on 1/1/16, let me see, we're going to have cash. If I remember correctly, it was for 60,000 shares, and the strike price is 30. 60,000, 30 times 1.8 million. And you might say, where does the executive come up with that money? Oftentimes the company will lend it to you, if not a bank will. Okay, so you don't even have to have the cash. We're going to remove the associated paid in capital, and I'm going to abbreviate S/O for stock options. And it's 60,000, and they are at 90 cents. So I'm not going to do any of the fraction business the textbook does. We calculated our per option amount at the beginning. So that should be 54,000. And we're issuing stock. So common stock, par. And I'm going to abbreviate additional paid in capital, APIC, common stock. Okay, so if I go up and remind myself what par was, par, 50 cents. 50 cent. Right here. Okay, where are you? Uh, 60,000 times par value of 50 cents is 30,000. Okay, so now what's the plug? 1.8 million, 54,000 plus 30,000 minus 1.824 million. 1.824 million won. Okay, so then the last piece of information here. Do we know when the expiration date? We don't know when the expiration date is, but at expiry, all we have to do is whatever the expiration date is, put it in there. Paid in capital. Stock options to, not SESO, to paid in capital expired stock options. And let's see, if we had 60,000 exercise and 72,000 total, that means 12,000 times 90 cents is what's left unexpired. And for that, I'll have 10,800, looks like. 10,800. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So you've seen compensation expense with a forfeiture, which is frankly is as difficult as it can get. Hopefully yours will be easier. But that's it for dilutive securities. Homework assignment. Please check the Excel file, plug in your assumptions, and check your particular case.